Hey guys, what's up? Lightboltjoe here. Today we're going to discuss the 2016 action comedy adventure film, Keeping Up with the Joneses, directed by Greg Mottola, who did Adventureland, who did Superbad, who's a fellow Long Islander. Shout out to you, Greg. Starring Isla Fisher, Zach Galifianakis, Gal Gadot, and John Hamm. So the plot reminded me a lot of Date Night, which was in 2010 with Steve Carell and Tina Fey. But instead of the suburban-y couple getting involved with drug dealers, this was a suburban-y couple getting involved in a whole spy ring situation in regards to microchips. You also had Patton Oswalt as the scorpion guy. My favorite scene in the entire movie was the whole snake eating and drinking scenario of Venom. That was hysterical. Zach and Isla were a great couple, and then John and Gal were an amazing couple, playing couple. So it was fun seeing these suburban families interact with this newcomer, Gal Gadot and John Hamm, married quote-unquote couple who are actually spies on their secret mission. And it was fun seeing how much of an impact Zach and Isla's characters made on John and Gal, and vice versa. It was a fun film. Was it perfect? No. Is it going to be considered a classic? No. Comparatively towards Greg's Superbad, that is a classic. I didn't see, many things wrong with this film. It could have been maybe 15 minutes shorter. Just keep it at an hour and a half. Hour 45, I think, is what the runtime was. It was a little longer than what it needed to be, but it was still a fun action film. It was very entertaining. Had some fun moments. Now, why I love the title of it, I was very excited when this movie first came out because I love the Joneses, as in the name. I have a brief story as to why I have good memories with that. So my family used to go to Dorney Park in Allentown, Pennsylvania a lot, and we used to bring some friends with us. So there was this one summer. It was me, my brother, and our friends Matt and Zach were with us, and we were just being goofy goobers as we were in our late teens, early 20s. However, how old we were then? Probably, around that time. So about a decade ago. So this one trip, we are just goofing around in the lobby of our hotel, which was across the street from Dorney, and we walk across the street, and then we see the same family that was eating with us at the breakfast, and they're waiting on the line for us, and we're like, oh, they look familiar. And then we go on Talon, and then they as we get off, they're stepping on, and we're like, oh, we know them. And then at one point we wound up in back of them in line for Hydra, and then we wound up in back of them in line for Thunderhawk, and we just kept inadvertently following this family of four around the park, and we're like, oh, what should we name them? We're like, let's call them the Joneses. So we followed them the entire day. 5 o'clock-ish rolls by. We go down the street to tap in for some hibachi before Teppan was renamed. And lo and behold, the Joneses are sitting 2 tables away from us, and we're just dying of laughter. So then that night, there was it was like, I don't know, like 4, 5 a.m., something like that. The fire alarm went off. So we all had to evacuate. And I have a Dolly Parton quote stuck in my head because I used to wear a lot of necklaces back then, and I was very attached to the necklaces. So I always kept them on my nightstand because Dolly Parton was quoted saying once she keeps her wig on her nightstand because just in case there's a fire, she always wants to make sure she looks good, going out with the building, something like that. So because of Dolly, I always kept my necklaces with me at all times and on the particular nightstand in this hotel. So I put the necklaces on as we're walking out the door. We grab our parents, we go outside, and there's the Joneses standing next to us. We didn't see them day 2 because we normally do a double day, but ever since then it was always just a Joneses laugh and a Jones. Like, we did not intend to follow this family of 4, but we did, and it was hysterical, and it was such a great memory. So that's why the Jones. Any person with the last name Jones, I automatically think is awesome. Whether they're a douche or not, I automatically think they're awesome because of the Joneses from Dorney Park, whose names we have no idea what names they were. But yes, that's why I was very excited to see this movie, because I'm a big fan of the four main characters, main actress and actors, and it's keeping up with the Joneses, so it's fun. Have you guys seen this movie? Do you have a fun Jones story? I'm very curious to know. Mucho mahalo, guys.